going on, everybody? Got a pier today, 35 footer. They're mixing the truck up right now with some Super P. And we've got the, I'm not crazy about hanging it, but you got to do what you got to do. 2 5-inch slickline pipes with a 12-foot rubber hose. We're going to drop down in the hole, which is 7-foot diameter. And let me show you something here just in a second. And we have got the Samaro Dragon Eggs, which if you have not used these, very, very nice. The best way to get them apart is use a screwdriver, pop them things loose. You gotta take your bolts out. But once this goes on the clamp, we are covering up right now a 5-inch metric heavy-duty clamp with a 5-inch stick of steel below it, and it does go over a 5-inch rubber hose on the top side. Now, I have used the plastic ones. I have heard that the plastic will not go over a 5-inch rubber hose. Supposed to be getting one in pretty soon. The last one I used was cut at the top a little bit, but these right here are tough. Very, very, very tough. I think you hit this with a sledgehammer all you want and it would still be just in the same shape that it is. And they're going to check the air and the slump on this. If the concrete man mixed it right there, if that man right there mixed it right, we should be good.
That's a 7.5-inch slot.
Oh.
6.2 on the air.
Oh, there we go. We're going to see if he's right.
I don't know if you mean put it right now or he just said, okay, I'll call him. It might be closer to a 9. Outside, I would say no. I don't think that's probably going to match the temperature outside today. But, well, I know.
I'm guessing an 8.5.
Yeah, I think that you're probably more correct. I haven't seen 1 missing, 2 missing, 3 missing, 4.
Ooh.
That's a 9 all day. Eight and a half.
It's going to check the air, and if the air is good, we're good to go. Here we go, the moment of truth. I believe we're good. Let's prime this thing up. about a foot or so and let her eat. And the dragon egg up on top will keep us from locking on to the cage, which did happen last week. There we go, we're underway. The pipe has to stay in the concrete. They like to see it in there at least 10 feet, but that rarely happens. This truck is going up next week to get worked on because I've got some problems going on with the pump. So we're not sure if that's the main pumps on the truck or the charge pump, possibly. Something is going on though with old green. I'm gonna go back to our pipe setup that we got. So this is actually a 4-inch steel pipe, and we took 2 pieces of 10-foot slick line and we welded those together, and now this is a 4-inch, and it is very, very thin and very, very light. When we were picking this, we were using a 20-foot rubber hose for our cushion hose, and easy to pick and drop down in a hole, but we were trying to avoid the reducer. So we've got our 5-inch pipe hanging, which I'm not crazy about a 5-inch pipe hanging, but it works, and literally that's what we had to do the first day because the drill rig had went too far in the hole and the crane had to hold on to the cage. So you got to do what you got to do, and this setup seems to work really good, and you don't have to worry about plugging at the end of the boom. So while we're waiting on that pier to be filled up, let me show you some organization that I did earlier today on the trailer truck, I guess. But now we got a new grate. The holes are 2.5 by 2.5, and they did laser cut in a little stiffer sides or edges because this was so thin. We will see how that does. And then down in the box, I cleaned it up a little bit. We got our balls over there, a couple water hose nozzles, 2.5-inch clamps. These are 3 and 4-inch clamps, and then we got our 5-inch clamps. So kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It was getting a little crazy in there, so hopefully that simplified it. And I'll quit rambling on, and we will wait until that pier starts coming to the top. Okay, I'm going to show you all how we clean this pipe out. I've got a board. Usually use a bigger pad to put over the end of that. We can leave everything hooked up. We hook up to our air pressure with the air cannon, and we're going to send her on through. go. There it is. Here's what the inside of your dragon shells look like. And this is just an example. But your clamp would sit right in there. And that's a 5-inch metric clamp. And you can put a 4-inch clamp also in there. Works really good. Alright guys, I'm going to end it there, but they're going to set those bolts. They removed the casing. They put the can, is what they call, in place of that. They're going to set those bolts, and when this is all said and done, it's going to look like a pier like that, but only in a 7-foot diameter. So, thank you all for watching. If you could, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next one.